Hey everybody, it's me, Nina. It's a hot one today. Beautiful day today, and I've got a few errands that I'm going to be running, and I thought I would just take you guys along with me. Have a little chat fest, if you want to call it. First, oh, there's a guy. Had him a three-wheel bicycle and had all kinds of groceries in the back of it. Had a cart thing on the back. Looked like the one my grandson used to have, or might still have, I don't know. We had a wonderful trip to Pennsylvania and back yesterday. Real tiring. You know, that's a long drive. And but it was a wonderful trip. Good conversation, and loved seeing my sister and brother-in-law. So today what I'm going to be doing is going up to the hospital to pick that medicine up at my doctor's office is there. And then I am going to go to the graveyard where my dad's parents are buried. I don't know, I hope you guys can hear me. I got that air conditioner up awful high. My other grandparents, my mom's parents, they're buried in about an hour and a half away from where we live at. So we don't get up there very often. And I have cousins that live up in that area, and they take care of the graves and stuff for everybody. And they'll send pictures after they've cleaned the tombstone and stuff. So that's nice. There and make sure that things are looking good and get those weeds pulled out. And I've got some Windex and paper towels in the back of the car, and we have found that works great for getting if the headstones are just dirty from natural weather. That does a beautiful job of cleaning them up, shining it up even. So that's what I'm gonna try and get that done and pull the weeds today. I did not plant flowers this year. Like I said, for the last couple years I have not. And I would have, if I could find something that would be able to make it in the summers without having to be constantly watered, I would definitely do that. But even when the hostas and stuff, when those were planted up there, yeah, it gets so dry, and the sun is so hot that they don't do well. So I was just sitting here thinking, and I thought, you know what, I probably should go ahead and find some really pretty fake flowers, even though I had made that promise all those years ago. I'm sure Grandma, if Grandma could hear me, she would be going, "Oh, Nina, gal, don't you worry about it. It'll be fine, So yeah, sometimes the promises that we make, we do our best to keep them, but sometimes it's okay. The people are not going to hold us to them, especially the ones that have gone on to heaven or have already passed away. So, and then I am going to stop at the library and take back these books, and I'm not going to go in and read or pick out any more because I've got some at home that I've got to get started on. Those I've been wanting to read. So I'm just gonna, I hope they used to have a slot that you could push the books through. So that's what I'm hoping they still have. At least the car be in the shade. All right, so I get into the doctor's office, and the receptionist lady said, "Oh, they've both got patients, And I didn't think much about it at the time, so she told me to go just sit down. She would get back with me. I sat down there and kept waiting, and I'm like, oh, come on, you know? So I got back up and was going to go ask her, well, can't you get somebody to go get that medication for me? You know, I didn't need it to be a doctor. It's already there, and it was just waiting for me to, you know, pick it up. And she said, oh, they're still in with patients. And I said, okay, I realized that. I said, but is there anyone, a nurse, somebody that can go pick that up, you know, and bring it out to me? Well, another receptionist was sitting there, and she went and took care of it, brought it right out to me. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Ozempics. I think they're good till, I think I take these until November. I'd have to figure it out. But right now, I'm still on the 0.50. So each of these little pill things will last me a month. So yeah, that's great. I'm so thankful that the company supplies the need for those of us that, even though I have Medicare, you know, insurance, I have all of that, the out of pocket for me was still too much for me. I just couldn't afford it. And so when I wrote the company, they now give that to me free of charge. I just have to pick it up at the doctor's office, and I'll reapply, I guess, every year. But so I thought that I would come here. I got my grandparents' grave cleaned off, but it does need something. In the past, like I said, I've put gravel around the stone. I have put wood chips. I've done a lot of different things. I had brick at one time, you know, outlining around it. I just took down, I had those 1 blocks that were scalloped edges, like for edging. I had those, and I just took those down at the beginning of the year, and they were getting pretty rough looking. So now I'm sitting here in the graveyard, and it's quiet and beautiful. The wind is, a breeze is coming through the car, and I thought this way you guys could be able to hear me real well. And I'm looking at other graves around me that are beautiful. People have, let me turn you, I'll just turn and spin you around. I mean, there's some there, but over here, can you see? I don't know if I can zoom up. Oh yeah, there we go. See that with the flags and all the pretty things, and then that one right there with the hanging basket and the flowers and stuff, that is my dad's first cousin. And his wife still, yeah, comes and takes care of his. She's very elderly, but yeah, it's beautiful. So I thought to myself, yeah, I'm gonna go out, maybe to the Family Dollar, something like that, and pick up some flowers or some type of decorations, and maybe a bag of mulch at least to go around. I know Grandma wouldn't expect it, you guys. I realize that. But I just cannot. As long as I'm able to, I've got to take care of it. She didn't have any daughters, and all 4 of her sons are gone. And she was a very, very special grandmother. So yeah, I'm going to do that for her. And I want someone to look at that grave and know that those 2 people were loved, even though they've been gone a long time. That's what I'm going to do. I could sit here for a while. Peaceful. But I'm going to go to the library, get those books dropped off, and get my medication back home so I can put it in the fridge. And then I'm going to see if Steve wants to go with me and pick up some stuff for the grave. Be back with you guys in a little bit. think I'm gonna get some fall ones. End of summer with some blues and...
You gonna get them today?
Yes. All right, I couldn't find any mulch at the Dollar Tree. And so I made up that bouquet of flowers and got the bee and got the butterfly with a little bell hanging and one of those little lights that will light up at night. And let me show you the other side. It's my grandpa's brother. This is Jethro, my grandpa's brother. And that way I put flowers on both sides so that it'd be pretty from both sides. And he was a World War II vet. And he actually died on the day that my son was born. We all went to church together, and he would constantly be asking about the baby and how I was doing. And he was just a sweet old man. And I was excited when Levi was born, and here that is the day that Jethro passed away, and he never got to meet the baby. Steve's down there walking around. This is something we've always enjoyed. It's just walking around graveyards. There's a lot of people in this one that I know. I wanted to show you too, this was down there at the store, $1.25, and we needed a short one. Ours was really long, and this is a perfect length for our car. Okay, so I'm back in the kitchen, and today I'm going to share a recipe with you. The thing is, I don't know what the title of it is. I just screenshot the pictures onto my phone, and I'm going to put a picture up here. You can pause this and write that down if you're interested in the recipe. You're going to have a pound of bow tie pasta. This is 1.5 pounds, so I'm going to take some of these out, but let's go ahead and get started. All right, we're going to need for this recipe 2 medium zucchini and 2 crookneck squash. Now in the recipe it says that you can just slice this up, but somebody had written into the recipe maker and said that they think that they should have told everybody to peel this one, the crookneck, because it's way too hard, and I guess it takes too long to get tender. But you do not have to peel the zucchini. All right, I think our water is starting to boil, and I'm going to go ahead and put in the pound of bow tie pasta. I already have a little bit of salt in there. In this pan, we've got the zucchini, olive oil. I'm going to put in the garlic, 2 cloves of garlic chopped, and then I'm going to cut up the crookneck and put that in. For those of you that don't have a garden, I thought I would show the inside of the crookneck. Now, we've grown these. These are from our garden, and so are the zucchini. I'm just going to clean out all of the seeds, try to trim up a little tiny bit off of the edges, and then use the rest of that. I've got the pasta done, and it's just sitting and waiting in the other pan. And cooking still yet, the crookneck, zucchini, and garlic with olive oil. Got the tomatoes all chopped up, waiting for them to be added in. And these are not my tomatoes from the garden. Mine aren't ready yet here in Ohio. So I had to buy these from the Amish. And like I always say, use what you have. I don't have any basil, and I'm just going to use some of the parsley that I'm growing. In a large bowl, you put your noodles. This can be served warm or chilled. All of your zucchini. Whoa, that's heavy. With the crookneck and all that. I'll stir that up. You're supposed to have the juice of 1 lemon, and I don't have any lemons. So I'm going to use the 100% lemon juice. I'm just going to put probably a tablespoon maybe. Drizzle that all over. 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. a half a cup of crumbled feta cheese. Of course, salt and pepper. All right, Steve's gonna try. Now, just so you guys know, he's not crazy about vegetables. So if he thinks it's halfway okay, I'd be satisfied.
Need some more salt.
More salt, no
But
problem.
other than that, it ain't bad.
Well, good. I'll get you a bowl. All right, I tasted it. It's delicious, but I will tell you one thing. Look at that huge bowl. I'm going to have to be taking food to Mom and Chummy and whoever else might want some.
Now this is really, it's different. It's really pretty. I never care much for pasta, but I don't whether I like it or whether but I don't hate it. But it's good. I mean, it's I think I'd have to have something with mine though. Chips or crackers or something.
Yeah. Well, you know, that would be a good dish, I said, to take to like a reunion with all the different types of food to go with it.
The more you eat it, it seems like the better.
Yeah, yeah. All right, thank you. All right, thank you guys for going with me, running around today, up to the graveyard, fixing our dinner. You know, this is a wonderful dish to take to a family gathering, reunion, you know, a party. It's wonderful, but it's just way too much. I had no idea it would be that much. So yeah, we will, huh?
Need to cut that in about a third for us.
You ain't a kidding. Yeah, that's right. So, well, I hope you enjoy it if you try it. And thanks again for spending the day with us. And God bless you all. We'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.